Hey, Richard.
Hey, Kev. Big day today. We're going to dig up the street.
Okay.
So there's an old water line that was right here, went into the corner of the building, it was all galvanized and lead, and you can see the shutoff valve right here. Now, we could have just dug up from here in, but there's a brand new sidewalk right there. We didn't want to touch that. And we have a new sewer line going into the building. So the existing sewer line was a mess and needed to be replaced.
Well, now our street's a mess. Look at all this industry.
Absolutely, it's quite a, we just started this little hole, right? So here's our manhole right here, you can see, and the sewer line runs this way down the middle of the street. So now we had to figure out the place to drill with a diamond bit into the side of the manhole and run back the drain line. It has to come with pitch, and so we took a laser level and figured out that from this point, the starting point here this way, could we get and run it above, here's an existing gas line and here's an old gas line.
Oh, yeah.
It turned out that we could actually, so that made it a lot easier not having to go extra deep.
Okay.
So the drain line's pretty straightforward, okay? It works its way back this way. The water, here's the second trench. Now by code it wants to be about 10 feet away from the sewer line.
Keep the potable water away from sewer.
Correct.
Makes sense.
Right, and so there was an existing water main here as well, and here it is, look at this. So underneath the ground, unknown to anybody, this is lead.
Look at that, huh?
Here's the lead joint that adapted onto galvanized steel.
So that's an old system we're looking at.
You can see down here.
Wait, so is that the gas line,
Right.
an old gas line?
Right, so now you can clearly see that if we had to, we would have had to go below those, but we didn't, for the drain line, we didn't have to. So look at, here is our 4-inch water main down here, and there's the existing tapping.
That's what this was attached to?
Correct, it used to feed to the building. It came all the way back here to a shutoff right at the curb.
Okay.
So we can tie onto that one, and end of story. That's enough water supply for the house. But we discovered that you had to have a second water supply in order for the fire protection system for the 3rd floor.
We saw those sprinklers just
Right.
a second ago.
So there's no tapping here. So for that, we're going to have to do a thing called a wet tap. We're going to cut into this 4-inch line under pressure.
I'm all in. What could go wrong?
Jerod Delaney is the courageous soul of the DPW
Thanks,
here in
Jerod.
Saratoga.
All right.
Take us through this amazing tool.
So it's a Mueller B101 tapping machine. It's been around since the 1860s.
What?
It allows us to do taps under pressure, wet taps, hot taps, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
And what it does is I'll chain this chamber to the cast iron main. Then I'll screw the shaft down here, which has this 2-in-1 bit, which will
Look at that.
drill and tap the main with threads
Okay.
in order to insert this corporation into the main.
And that's the thread that you're trying to marry right there.
That's the threads
So
that'll
the
match
same
there.
tool will be able to do both. But as soon
Correct.
as you drill that, that water wants to shoot up.
Right. So this will be on here.
Yeah.
Oh.
As soon as I'm done drilling and tapping,
So you're sealed here.
sealed here.
Water's not coming out.
Correct. After we're drilled and tapped, the water pressure is going to want to push this out. Then this is a valve. I shut the valve, which allows me to take this back off.
No kidding. Oh, look at that. Open and close that, and when it's closed, you got no water coming out. Been working for over 100 years.
Yeah.
Why bother changing
That's
it?
right.
Yep.
All
You
right.
ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, get your rain hat.
There's the business end, huh? So the fact that this tool's been around since 18 whenever, Richard, this is what they're doing in every municipal system all across the country.
Right. I hope the inventor's still making a little money on it.
So now he's backing it off, Richard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so if that wasn't clamped down on there right now, you'd have water flying everywhere.
Just 50 pounds of pressure.
Yeah, but here we are, not seeing a drop.
This is the shut-off valve. Those threads are going to screw into the threads I just cut into the main. So all the water pressure's on this side. It won't allow me to open this gate because of the water pressure. So if I bypass this, it's going to allow water up through here, through this bypass, into the side of the chamber, and it just equalized,
Yep.
allowing me to open that gate.
So that's 50 pounds of water pressure he's pushing
Yeah,
against.
yeah, but he's a big, strong man.
That's just draining the chamber. I know I'm good to go.
Well, you're definitely good to go, right? You'd have
Wow.
water squirting out of there like crazy if you weren't.
So that's nice to see that holding perfectly. So we've got copper lines to run. We're going to use heavy gauge, they call type K copper, and it'll come right here. Now at the curb itself, there'll be shutoff valves like this down below grade where it can't freeze.
Okay.
And then off the top of that, will be this extension that'll come up to this sidewalk curb shutoff right here. That'll accept a wrench that'll go down to be able to turn it off remotely.
So this is always in a place where it won't freeze, but you'll have access to it up
Serviceability.
top.
And there's two of them. One for the water coming in, and the second one for the fire protection system.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.